What an absolute mess. Good morning, it's a Saturday and I need to have a damn good tidy up in this workshop. I've had a big pair of 66s in here for a couple of days and a few other speakers and a load of crossovers that are here at the moment, which I'm recapping and rewiring, that sort of thing. And this workshop isn't huge, but it's big enough, but when you put a big pair of speakers in here and you need to like leave them overnight because glue needs to dry or oil needs to go off or whatever, or they're just going to take more than a day to do, then it soon gets a bit blocked up in here. I have plans for that in the future, so anyway, that's not what this video is about. So I've titled this video Spendor BC1 slash Haycross Audio HA3 so as if you've been watching my channel, you know that I've finished my HA3 5, which is the small two-way monitor, and the larger HA3 6, which is a three-way. And yeah, they're beginning to sell quite well, especially the HA3 and the feedback I've been getting from the people that have purchased those has been really good. The HA3 I've sold a few pairs of those, not a huge amount yet, but then I've done nothing really to publicise either of the speakers, so I will be doing a video with all the measurements, a talk through them, that sort of thing. You'll find build videos on my channel of both of them and some sound clips and bits and pieces. But anyway, what I want to talk about today, let me just get something. What I want to talk about today is the Spendor BC1 and my HA3 So the BC1 is one of the speakers that kind of inspired my line of HA speakers, especially the 3.6 and obviously now the bigger 3.8. I'm very familiar with the BC1. I've had a lot of them here. I've done lots of repairs on them, recapping, depending on the age of them. Some of them have better caps than others and they're okay. Normal things, super tweeters die, the woofers suffer from cone sag, they need some realignment sometimes. The tinsel wires that come off the voice coil fracture, they have like glue on them which sort of is meant to hold them, but I think actually that causes more of a stress fracture in the tinsel wires, so I've repaired a number of those. And it strikes me the woofer, whilst it really is the body of the sound of the BC1, is kind of the weak point. So I've picked up a pair of BC1 cabinets. I used to own my own pair of BC1s but sold them a while ago, which I sort of regret. It's one of the speakers that I should have in my inventory. But yeah, I've picked up a pair of cabinets and I have a pair of woofers. I think they're the Red Owl Nico woofers, somewhere anyway. I have many a 16 ohm HF1300 and some Coles super tweeters. So what I'm going to do is, there's a few things I want to do with this. I want to offer a replacement woofer for these, so a modern woofer with a crossover alteration to integrate that properly. So a woofer that I know will be very similar sounding to these, and that will come with like a crossover upgrade as well. And also I will probably use these cabinets as well for my HA3 So a few people have contacted me about the HA3 which I've kind of finished, but I've done nothing about putting it out there. and it's basically the same size as a BC1. And a few people have said, well, I have a pair of BC1s, all the woofers, tweeters, everything are dead, they're in a bit of a state. Can you fit your HA3 8 inside these? And the answer is yes. There's no reason why I can't just sell a baffle, which will have the super tweeter I use, the silk dome tweeter, and the 8-inch woofer, and porting as well. The other thing is, if I offer a replacement woofer for these, the BC1 just had a cutout. It's not really a port. It sort of really frees up the woofer, reduces the air pressure inside the box. The later SP1 was ported, and I believe you could send your BC1s back to Spendor for porting. That's something I will do as part of the woofer change, woofer upgrade. But yeah, I'm also going to offer a replacement baffle with my drivers, my crossover on it, that you can simply just slap in your BC1. Simple. The cabinets on the BC1 are really, really good. So they're, I think it's a Baltic birch ply. They have bituminous felt, I think like a 1/4 inch thick, that sort of thing. And it kills these panels. Not loads of bracing that pushes the cabinet resonance up high, and then you do need to damp the box because they'll be right in the mid band, which isn't ideal. Spendor kind of made use of the resonance of the cabinet, the lossy cabinet, and pushed it down low where it was sort of remotely useful. My HA3 8 uses MDF unbraced, but it's 30mm thick. I use 30mm thick MDF for the top, the sides, the bottom and the back, and then hardwood 12mm ply for the baffle. And they are heavy speakers. They are also damped with neoprene rubber and felt. This is a system I've come up with that sort of performs like this, the panel dampening in the BC1, and it works really well. The key is that everything's glued together, and the internal panels are all lined with this, top, bottom, sides and back, and it's a fantastic system. So yeah, let's have a look at the baffle, and yeah, I'll show you what I'm thinking. Right, so this is our BC1 baffle board, Baltic birch ply again, 1/2 inch, so about 12mm. So ordinarily you will have the Coles super tweeter, great unit, you can still buy those, and you'll have a 16 ohm HF 1300, and then obviously the BC1's woofer, which I don't have at hand, it's in the store somewhere. So on my HA3 and on the 3.6 as well, I use the same tweeter, super tweeter combination. I have a Dynavox ribbon. I use a Ciaz 26mm silk soft dome tweeter. These are located a bit closer together on my design. And I also use the 8-inch Visorton treated paper cone woofer. Great unit, great power handling, good mid-range vocals, that sort of thing from this. What I was hoping to find is that the stud pattern from this woofer would line up with the 5 studs we have on the BC1 baffle. Unfortunately, that isn't the case. So what I will probably do is, if I do this woofer replacement for people, this is the woofer I want to offer, and it will, if I turn this over, so the cutout is big enough as it is, so the woofer will rear mount, but the studs will be in the wrong place. So what I will probably do is just machine some new holes in this woofer, I'm going to do this service as you send me the 2 baffles, because they'll be easier to ship. I will, in an ideal world, probably open this out so the woofer can sit in there with this around the edge, not actually sandwiched on that. Then I can port it. I can also do the crossover work, because the crossovers are mounted on the baffle as well, and then send you it back with the positive and negative wires for you to simply put back in your cabinet. And yeah, you'd either have a replaced woofer BC1 or, like I say, a complete new baffle. I will copy these and the screw fixings and build the HA3 into them. So yeah, that is what I'm doing. Eventually I will do a video with the upgrade completed, with the porting. We're using the Cole Super Tweeter and the HF1300, so you can see how this woofer sits in there and performs. And yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to it, really. The cabinets are in good condition, so I'll obviously refurbish those and then yeah, keep these really. So anyway, enough rambling from me. Have a good weekend. Catch you all on the next one.